Kleenex, I love you the way you are, and I think everyone here will agree to that.
Because you're proving yourself to be a person that thinks is superior. I'm convinced anybody here is suffering from some form of depression.
Kleenex, I love you the way you are.
Or they wouldn't be here, Chad.
Kleenex, I love you the way you are, man. I really do. I mean that. I mean that.
You're doing that gonzo thing. You're trying to label me as a lunatic. Doing that stuff that enrages me. You know the difference between me
come on,
and
you are a little crazy.
You know what the difference between me and anybody that speaks in here? I admit when I'm wrong. I know I make mistakes. I know I suffer depression. I know I have a temper. But I'm more intelligent than any of you motherfuckers in here.
Kleenex, you know you're a little crazy.
All right, don't get angry.
You're close to my level of intelligence. The only difference between you and me, Chad, is I suffer from spelling dyslexia and don't speak that well. But I'm still fucking smarter than you.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I don't think anyone should say they're smarter than anyone. Just say we're, you know. But Chris, don't get upset. Don't get upset. And anyway, did you hear that Gonzo wants to run for mayor? Chris?
Yeah, he's mad about that.
We were talking about that all morning.
That's gonna.
I thought about this.
You know what I'm mad about today? You know what I'm mad about today?
He went on a 1 hour rant.
You really want to hear what I'm mad at, or do you want to stick stupid elections? Do you really want to hear what I'm mad about today?
I do, but don't yell. Talk it.
Okay? You really want to know, or do you want to keep making about this stupid fucking bipolar bullshit we all hang out in?
I want to hear
facts, or do you want to hear fucking?
I want to hear. Talk to John.
Okay.
Talk to me in a nice level so we can understand.
I'm always mad for a really fucking reason, and I come here to this bipolar bunch of psychopaths to fucking bleed on. I had something happen today. My mother died this morning. Now, are you happy, fuckface?
I'm sorry, Chris.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
Chris, I'm sorry, man.
Hey, Chris, if we knew that, we wouldn't have teased you.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have even been brought up.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
Kept saying over and over and hanging up, "Are you Kleenex's mommy?" and hanging up. So I found out yesterday that there was 5 calls because my sister answered one time, and they did say, "Are you Kleenex's mommy?" and hung up, and they have no idea what Kleenex means. So I told everybody she passed away. Well, she wasn't.
No.
She was moved to a rehab center.
Kleenex.
I'm really concerned that they'll contact her.
Chad, let him talk.
Let me finish. So I told Kelly right now, you know, she hasn't passed away. She is getting better. She has been moved.
God.
So they won't be able to contact her at that hospital. But if they continually call her with Kleenex mommy.
What happened?
Wow. Kleenex just told us he lied about his mom dying.
Chris.
I told you they wouldn't understand, Kelly.
Okay, but at least it's a...
We're processing it. It's a lot.
Yeah,
to process.
this is a lot to process.
So I'm still processing.
My thing is, he didn't tell me at all. All I knew is he told Chad.
No, he told everybody. He talked about it for 2 hours today, about how they were, about the funeral service and how they were going to cremate her. Like, you gave all these details, Kleenex.
He's an entertainer, Chad.
Because that is her detail. She does want cremation. She doesn't want
For 2 hours, everybody's like consoling him.
Dude, if your mother was in the hospital in poor condition and she's getting calls from the internet going, "Are you Kleenex mommy?" What would you do?
But wait a second, Chris. I thought you told me that she went to rehab. This is what I asked, like,
Went
the
to
other
rehab.
day.
She is now in a different place, so I don't think the hospital she was at is going to tell anybody her information.
Chris, there's HIPAA laws. You can go to jail for that. No one's going to, if anybody called that hospital, first of all, it's very hard to even find out what rehab she went to.
Nobody was calling his mom. Nobody was calling his mom. Nobody was calling his mom. Kleenex, you're lying about that too.
No, I'm not.
Nobody was calling your mom. That's fucking bullshit.
They never would have picked up on any information.
Nobody was calling your mom.
How did Kelly get to being on this?
Well, probably Kelly's been talking to Chris on the side, texting him.
Wow, Chris.
Maybe she wanted to send flowers or something.
Chris, that's really fucking awful, man.
What? You know, somebody called and said, "Are you Kleenex?"
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't
Are
believe
you
that.
Kleenex's mommy.
I don't
Hang
believe
up.
that.
They
I
did.
don't believe that.
They did.
Don't believe it.
I don't care if you don't believe it. They
Kleenex
did.
told me what happened, and I told him that it'd be better if he just told the truth, and that's that.
Yeah, Jeff.
It is better that you came clean. I give you credit for that, but I mean, you would have been busted on it eventually.
Well, somebody keeps typing in the room. We know Kleenex's mom isn't dead. How would they know that? It was in there again today.
Well, Chris, here's what happened yesterday. So we gave you the benefit of the doubt. It rang, weird the way it all happened yesterday. But, and we talked about it last night, and I said, listen, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's my friend. I'm not going to question this, because if I'm wrong, it's fucking awful. But, people was saying, no, it's another lie. But, I'm not that mad about it, but it's just, it takes the wind out of your sails, So, but that's good that you stood it straight. You got to be careful
I
what you
was
put
so
out
mad
there.
when my sister said that somebody is calling, are you Kleenex's mom?
Okay, Chris, when didn't you say she was in ICU? You told me she was in ICU?
She was on the main floor after the second day I got there in a regular room.
Because I was about to tell you, they don't have phones in ICU. Don't say someone called ICU because they don't have phones in there.
Could be a cell phone.
She was only in ICU the first couple of days. By the time I got there, she was in a regular room by herself. But I was periscoping and taking pictures from the room. I was talking about where I was. I was talking about the hospital. They don't know her first and last name, I don't believe, but doesn't
You
matter.
said your mother's name too, I think.
I probably did.
That's the only way they would have been able to get a phone call into the room is if you said your mom's first name.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Go ahead.
Kleenex. I don't believe for a minute that anyone was calling your mother. I don't believe it.
I don't care what you believe. My sister called me yesterday and said that, somebody said...
And you know what, Kleenex? I just want to say, I listen, I kind of suspected that you were lying about it because today I wanted to read her obituary, but I didn't want to ask you for it because I felt you might get upset, and especially if it was like you were lying about it. And so I went to your Facebook because I thought, well, it'll probably be posted on his Facebook or his brother, and that's why I was saw those pictures of you because I'd been looking at your Facebook and your brother and sister's Facebook, and there was no mention of your mother's death. And I'm thinking, that's odd because your sister just tweeted like yesterday or posted something yesterday, but there's nothing about your mom. So I was thinking to myself, maybe this could be made up. That's when I started thinking, it might be bullshit. But I wasn't going to say anything because I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. But then to hear this, Kleenex, Kleenex, you literally talked about it for 2 hours today.
I did not talk about it for 2 hours. I brought it up and
you did.
Talking about it. I did not.
Kleenex, you gave all sorts of details about how her will and how she wants to have this a celebration and doesn't want to have like a funeral really.
Because
how you guys
on my
how the body was cremated, so your sister's not worried about having a service right away, but it'll probably be in 2 weeks. Like you gave all sorts of details about like how you guys were going to handle this death. You said that she had a heart attack while she was talking to your sister. Like you gave details, Kleenex. I asked you if she passed peacefully, and you gave this whole story about how she had a heart attack. She went into cardiac arrest while she was talking to my sister.
Yeah, Chad really loves, look how fast he tweeted that. Breaking news, Kleenex just confessed that his mother's still alive. He made her death up. Yeah.
Hey, Kleenex, I had to do that. I don't want people to be sitting out there and thinking your mother's dead and starts, continuing to write replies because I've been getting them all day. People have been replying to my tweet from this morning offering my condolences for your loss.
Why don't you go see a professional, Mike Hoff? You prick. And now Chad's going to keep saying nobody called my mom's rooms.
Nobody called your mom. I don't believe that for a moment. Not one fucking moment.
So how am I going to, so when I put my sister on the phone that heard the person says, are you Kleenex mommy, and hang up, what are you going to do then, Chad?
Yeah, yes, call your sister right now.
I'm not going to call her right now.
Yes, do it. Do it right now, Kleenex.
Then you're going to say I just, coaxed her to do it. Right? Right, Chad?
You're lying.
Yeah, you're just going to do that, right, Chad?
Nobody called your mom.
Why would I say she's passed away if she hadn't? If I wasn't concerned about her being harassed.
Who the fuck knows? Why did you say your dog passed away when he didn't?
Oh, you're really going to compare that to a dog? Really?
No, but I'm saying why? I don't know why you lie about the things you lie about, Kleenex.
Why do you lie about the things you lie about? Like having 12 pictures of me in my house.
When I think back to it, you were in the middle of yelling and like losing your shit. I just told you that I felt like you were mental, right? And I think that you thought, you know what, maybe I can say my mom died and I'll use that as why. Because in fact, that is what you said. You said, you guys want to know why I'm acting so crazy today? It's because I just found out 2 hours ago my mother died.
Well, it's not connected. I was mad because somebody called and I
don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe anyone in this community is actually going to call your mother while she's sick in the fucking hospital and harass her. Nobody in this community would do that.
Why not?
I don't believe it. I'm sorry.
You think everybody here is the genuine prince and princess?
No, I'm not saying that, Kleenex. But I'm saying I don't believe anyone's going to do that.
You guys record this shit. There's people.
I don't even think Jimmy Linguini, if he were
but you know what,
would be capable of doing that.
Goddamn,
as much of a shitbag Jimmy Linguini is, I don't even think Jimmy Linguini would call and harass your sick mother.
You record this shit, and 200 people, 85 people watch it. Who knows who those 85 people are that watch our drama? You go look at the goddamn thing with you and Mazza. There's 91 views of it. So it's not even been up a week. Who are those 90-some viewers, Chad?
I watched it 71 times, so there's only 20 viewers.
Like I told you before, I never thought the real problem was from the live audience. I always thought it was from the on-demand audience.
Kleenex, man, you lied about your mom dying, dude.
Yeah, and you lied about every goddamn thing that ever come out of your mouth.
And last night, okay, let me just tell you something. Doc Ivan was on, and John told Doc, about your mother passing, and Doc felt horrible. It was like, oh, that's awful. Genuine, a heartfelt, response from Doc.
Well, people were questioning it, and Doc and I said, we're not going to question this.
Yeah, and Mud was like, you know what, Mud's like, come on, guys.
Oh, my God, Mud's going to be so happy.
He's like, this is Kleenex, we know that, you guys don't really believe his mom's dead. And John was like, you know what, Kleenex is my friend. I'm going to believe him on this. I'm going to believe him on this because, he's my friend. I'm going to give him any benefit of any doubt that I might have. And Doc's like, you know what, I'm the same way. I like Kleenex. I'm going to believe him on this. And Mud's like, no, come on, guys, you're idiots, you're fools.
Well, Mud was even worse. He said even if she did die, he didn't care.
But my point is that they had a big discussion last night about, believing you on this, and everyone's just feeling terrible, just like gut-wrenching.
Terrible, come on.
No, it is stealing from people's emotions.
It is. It's emotional theft.
I talked to you about this a long time ago. That how it's, if I'm feeling sympathetic towards you and it's not true, that's really, really, really bad thing. Because you've talked about sicknesses and the dog and stuff, so. But, that doesn't change anything. I'm not even going to say whether the people called, I don't care. So I'm just glad she's alive. That's good news.
John, But,
Chad has to do this.
John, no one was calling and harassing his mom.
My guess would be no. Because, I don't know. No one does that beyond, a few prank calls I got, but people would have went after me like that, Well, they did call my mom, but I don't know. It doesn't sound
but not while your mom's like in the hospital. Like
the thing that really made me question yesterday was when he closed his Twitter. Why would he have done that? But what was I going to say? But Chad has to do this, Kleenex, and he's doing it very calmly and nicely. But this is his role. This is the thing that needs to be,
It's a horrible thing he
looked at.
did.
Yeah,
it really is a horrible thing.
I'm not mad about it though.
Good.
I'm not mad. Kleenex.
No, I know. I'm just saying I don't want Kleenex to feel that everyone's gonna hate him now.
I'm disappointed because that's
Yeah.
Like
what happened was it was to get out of that thing with the fight with you.
Yeah, that's really looking
Like
back on it.
People have done that before. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jeff Count should learn something here.
Yeah, I do give him credit for coming clean. Rather than what Jeff Count would do if he was
my God.
Jeff Count would go and take a pillow and smother his mother. Just so
He would get the obituaries at least in the paper.
Yeah.
And everybody be calling his mother, be picking up the phone. Hi. What?
He'd steal someone else's obituary and Photoshop in his mother's name.
Yeah.
You know why I wasn't concerned when I was periscoping out front of the hospital and sending pictures? I really expected her to die on this trip, And now that she pulled through...
Why don't you just apologize for lying to us, man?
I'm apologizing for lying, but she did get some calls, and they said, are you Kleenex's mom?
Then apologize. Because right now it sounds like you're...
Then it got me really concerned because she is better. She's being removed to rehab.
Well, everyone's here.
If she's going to be improving, do you think she really needs calls from the internet about me?
If you really feel bad about this, then here's your opportunity.
I felt really bad that even Kelly didn't know, and I probably would have told you eventually, but I wanted to tell Kelly before 24 hours because she really thinks that she's gone. And the thing is, she's not out of the woods by no means, and if she makes it through the month, it's going to be a miracle. If she makes it another week,
Kleenex, don't try to get more sympathy from us.
I'm just saying the calls.
Apologize. Just apologize, man.
When I found out that she'd passed.
I don't feel like you're genuinely apologizing. I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
I am.
Then do it.
I'm genuinely apologizing that I said she passed when she hasn't.
Why?
Because it's fucked up. It's worse than the dog. The dog was in the fucking place to be put to sleep, and he didn't. It's a little bit different. This is your mother you're talking about. It's pretty fucked up that you're saying your mother, who has survived all this stuff in the last few weeks, is actually, still alive. And I told these people it wasn't.
Chris, on a completely different note, you have to be more protective of yourself. Like, if this is happening, or you're saying it's happening, or you think it can happen, you can't be saying the hospital, and you're giving away too much information. If you ever heard my story, I had to call my mom and say we have to take the obituary online down about my dad because it had all my nieces maiden, their married names, my sister's married names, and they totally understood, and it wasn't a big deal anyway. But you have to protect your family.
I mean, I didn't even decide to leave until I was real sure she was going to get better. That's why I stayed from Tuesday to Sunday, And as she was improving little bit by little bit, and I knew she was going to get moved to the rehab and out the main hospital, which she wanted desperately. I can't stay forever. And now it's like she's in good enough condition to come back home. I mean, because really, if she would have been touch and go through the whole time, I would have left earlier. She was touch and go the whole time. She was out of the woods. It was time to go home. I just like the fact that the guy that probably made the phone calls is now saying nobody called. The guy that probably did say, "Are you Kleenex's mommy?" hung up is probably the guy that's going to sit there and scream you on that you got no calls.
Wait, you're accusing me?
Take those pictures, and Cafe Noir is probably the one that took them.
Kleenex, you're accusing me of you're saying that I called your mom on her deathbed?
I wouldn't put it past you, Chad.
That's wrong, Kleenex.
To even see if I even have a mother in the hospital.
It's fucked up.
Everyone believed you this time.
Well, I don't know.
All the people that care about you believed you. Don't make it worse. Just maybe.
I'm hurt that you're because you're lying about these phone calls.
Chad,
and then you're trying to put this fake.
Why would I say my mother
these fake
died
calls on me, knowing
what
that they never happened?
What reason would I have to tell the internet she's passed just for fun?
We already, Kleenex. We've already explained why we think you did it.
I think you're fucking the guy that took those pictures and you keep lying saying you're not.
Chris, you just were saying to how much you love this guy. What the fuck are you doing now?
Because he's always the one that's so determined.
Kleenex, you're acting like I'm wrong to be upset at you for lying to us.
Of course you got the
mother
right
died.
Of course you got the right to be upset, but I also had I was, overreacting to it. Okay, so I overreacted to a couple phone calls.
This is why I don't feel like your apology is genuine.
Because I overreacted. And then after I got to thinking about it, I mean, this is bullshit. There's people that I do care about that think she's gone.
Kleenex, this is Chad's role, and he's doing it very tactfully and politely and calmly, and he's giving you all the opportunity to...
Very calmly, Chad. I wasn't told the amount of calls. I was told the word few. We got a few phone calls. Somebody says, are you Kleenex's mom? And they hung up. Okay? I don't know how many calls. I mean, but of course they didn't react to anything because it's a public hospital. There could be all kinds of people in and out of that room. Those numbers stay the same. I said, it's probably just, the previous patient that was in mom's room. So nobody is this connected to you.
You're just making it worse, Kleenex.
I'm not making it worse.
You understand nobody believes that your mom's getting called.
I don't care, Chad. I don't care. I don't care. I will Periscope her fucking funeral. Will that make you feel better?
No, I don't. No.
I will Periscope his fucking funeral. I'll post the fucking obituary when it happens.
That's not the point, what we're talking about.
I had some motherfucker tell everybody I never had a heart attack when I had one. I had everybody say that I wasn't fucking, at a goddamn job, so I fucking filmed myself at a job. I had everybody say my husband didn't get killed. I posted his goddamn death pictures.
You wrote
and
this
it's fucking obituary. Okay? And still got said I got a fake dead son.
Hey, Kleenex, let me just say something to you, okay?
What?
How can you ever, from this point forward, how can you ever get upset at anyone for for questioning whether you're being truthful about something now that you've actually lied about your mother dying?
I don't care.
Is there anything that you could say? Is there any instance where someone says, I don't believe you, that you could justify getting mad at that person knowing that you've lied about your mother dying?
Nothing. You're right.
That's why the other things were questioned, because of the way you run, the way you talk about different things. So a lot of it isn't true.
How do you think it feels that when your second cousin really is Tim Allen, and you're called a liar, liar, liar for over fucking 6 months, and then you find out, okay, not my cousin. That's where it started, Chad. I am fucking Tim Allen's second cousin, but all of it fucking goes on and on and on, and the brother's mad as hell because my wife sends a fucking goddamn link to the fucking KNF. How do you think that fucking feels, Chad? So you go back and forth and back
I'm
and
just
forth.
listening. Kleenex,
that's what it started with.
My deputy outfit?
I've said everything that I
had a fucking heart attack. Oh, you didn't have a heart attack.
I'm just going to listen to you now.
It looks so cute. I love it.
My outfit? My gun? My big gun? You like it?
I love it. It looks cute.
The day my mother died, 7 years ago today, on September 24, 2008, I worked at 5 a.m. to sound on my cell phone, vibrating on table in my entrance hall. My sister had called twice and left a message. I rang. Black, blurry-eyed, my still sleepy mind, thinking she was calling to give me advice about a fight I have my previous apartment complex. They were taking my security deposit for bogus reasons, the jerks. Even as she spoke, I had trouble getting out of a not quite awake yet mindset where I kept wondering how mom falling down in the hall and getting taken to the hospital had anything to do with my old apartment. Fear makes you do funny things. As the sun started to rise in California, I sat on my couch and posted on a small internet community about how scared I was for my mother and that I didn't know what was going on. I spoke to my father briefly, who helped me convince myself that I didn't need to hook the first flight back home to Pennsylvania and that everything was probably okay. I packed a suitcase poorly with only black clothing. I took a shower and I drove myself and my boyfriend, now husband, to work. I sat at my desk and waited. All my good friends were posting on the same message board, came to my door and looked at me incredulous. What? Incredulous? What that fucking mean?
Incredulous, I think. Incredulous?
Fabulous.
And asked why I was at work. Stunned, I looked up and said something like,
Hey, brain.
where else would I be? See, people talk about death, man. On the internet. Well, good. I got Chad to leave me alone. Finally. Chad is gone. Permanently gone. No more Chad. It's going to be a Chad-free rabbit. Look at that. Chad is gone. Oh, he's the sheriff. He's the sheriff now.
Chad's not gone.
Oh, I thought he was gone.
No way.
So your parents dead?
Not yet. Soon, I'm sure. Soon enough.
So did you drive the Tesla to Palm Springs?
We all got it coming.
Did you drive the Tesla to Palm Springs?
No, I drove the Bentley this time.
The Bentley. You sound like you're half asleep.
Yeah, just trying to keep my voice low.
I don't give a fuck, Chad. You're the last person I care about giving a fuck.
What's up, Chad?
There's people that never talk that I thought I might come clean with. You're not on that list, Chad.
So why did you say your mom died now?
Well, Mike was telling me that a picture I posted was a mistake. I get a call yesterday. I'm home, and I get a call from my sister. I said, "Did anybody call?" She goes, "No, we just got a few calls asking, are you Kleenex's mommy?" And hanging up. And of course, she doesn't think I know anything about it. So I got really, really pissed off. I sat here and stewed for about an hour when I was doing my rabbit. And so I knew my mother was going to be moved to another facility, and I know she's still in real bad shape. So I told everybody in the room that she passed. And I was really trying to be convincing because, my sister just, like out of the blue says, I said, "Has anybody called today?" And, I started asking about so-and-so call, so-and-so call. Has anybody called? She goes, "No, we're just getting some wrong numbers. Somebody's calling and hanging up and asking if you're Kleenex's mommy." And so I thought, oh, fuck, people figured out where she's at because I was talking about the hospital. I'm out there periscoping. I took pictures of the room. And sure as shit, there's something in the room that you can see. And I didn't know that until my cough told me. So I told everybody yesterday that she passed. And of course, they all want to milk it. I'm like, and I know the arrangements because my sister's told me that, she's been dead clear, no funeral services, cremated. She doesn't even want us to have a service. So I was talking to one of my sisters. I said, "Well, what are we going to do?" And she goes, "Well, we're going to do what we want to do. We won't be in a hurry because she will be cremated. And we'll give time for extended family and people that have to travel to come back. But we're going to have a life celebration, most likely, at a public place, when the time comes. Because my wife would definitely want to be involved. But there's a lot of people that would. So I said, "Well, what about Mom's orders?" She goes, "Yeah, she's been very, very firm about no services, no funeral, cremation only. But it's not up to her. It's up to how we decide to do it." So I was saying, that was basically the plan. There was going to be no services except for maybe a small service that doesn't have to be rushed into. And then I was telling Kelly, I said, like I told everybody that she had passed.
Hey, Brian.
I got called. Shut up, fucking Chad. Or I'm going to boot you and keep you
listen
down.
to this. Not only did he lie about his mom dying, but this morning he even gave this whole story about how she went into she was talking how his mom was in the middle of a conversation with his sister, and she went into cardiac arrest. Like he gave a fucking detailed description of how she actually passed.
Wow.
Like I asked him, did she pass in her sleep? I hope she passed peacefully. Thinking that he'd be like, or hoping that would be the case. But no, he had to lie and actually say that she like fucking had a heart attack and suffered.
That's insane. Jesus.
No, I said she has a DNR, so if her heart goes, and
you said she had had a fucking heart attack in the middle of a sentence with your sister.
Wow.
I didn't say that.
You said bullshit.
I didn't say she had a heart attack in the middle of a conversation.
You said she went into cardiac arrest and she was having a conversation.
I didn't say the word cardiac arrest, you liar.
Oh my God, we were all fucking there. You sure as fuck did.
I said she...
Holy crap.
Kelly just said, yes, you did.
I didn't go into detail how she
fucking
died.
dickhead, Kleenex.
Oh, fuck you. I did not. I didn't say she had a cardiac arrest right when I was
Kelly,
talking to my sister.
Kelly, did he not say she went into cardiac arrest while she was talking to his sister?
Kleenex makes me look
That's
like
exactly what you said. You said that mid-sentence. There you go, fucking Kleenex.
So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, Invisible Man?
You're a fucking dick, man.
What are you going to do about it?
You even made up a story that your mother suffered.
How do we know you're not a fucking rapist and a fucking child molester?
You must hate your fucking mother.
How do we know one fucking thing what you are, motherfucker?
You must really hate your
So
mom.
come on, uncover so we can see what kind of person you really are.
It was horrible.
Yeah. How do we know what you are, Chad?
You don't even feel bad about it.
You
That's
could
the
be
worst
all
thing.
kinds of things.
That's the worst thing. He doesn't even feel bad. You know what he did? You know what his response was after coming
No remorse.
was that he tried to make up another lie to justify it, saying make up some ridiculous thing that his mom was getting prank called, and that's why he lied.
Oh my god!
I'm a great entertainer.
Kleenex makes me look like a saint.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Jeff count too. You're down to third, Brain.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah.
Titles.
Jeff got busted. Yeah, big time on this.
Oh, about the YouTube thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You moved down to third place.
Told you I was a closer, Chad. You never believed it.
Yeah, but you lied about your
Number
mom.
one.
Your mom, your own mother, man. Your own fucking mother, dude.
Well, I didn't like my mother for a lot of years.
Obviously.
Hate his mom.
Obviously.
Absolutely horrible relationship. So I was
You
damn
must
near-
hate her. Seriously.
There was a time I did.
Why were you in Idaho then?
Because my mother is sick and was in the hospital and damn near died.
Oh.
And she
So that was real then? You were really in Idaho?
Yeah, he was
I
really
really
not
like
around. Yeah, that part was real. That was the one real thing.
Chalk off that is real.
From the guy that we know nothing about is going to talk about what's real and what isn't. From the guy that's got a complete fucking...
What does that? What does that
Because
have
there's
to
no
do?
slate to
What
lay
does that-
judgment.
What do I have to do with your lies, Clayton?
Because my point is, you could be the most vile, disgusting
So what?
human being on the
What does
planet
that have
none
to
of
do
us
with
would ever
you?
know.
What does that have to do with you? And you're lying about your
And
mother.
the fact that
Your
you're
own
always so
fucking
ready
mother
to be in
died.
somebody else's drama makes
What
me
does
think
that have
that
to do? What
everybody
does that have to do with your own
wouldn't hold a
lies?
candle to your
Kleenex
history.
is deflecting.
Yeah.
Classic deflecting technique.
Well, I tell you, Tricep, I will take death pictures for you. Right before they fucking cremate her. I will take death pictures of my motherfuckers for you.
Yeah, Brandon even went. Yeah, Brandon even went into this whole story about. Yeah, so we're gonna. I think we're gonna cremate her, but we're since we're cremating her, my sister's happy that she doesn't have to worry about having the funeral services held for a couple weeks. I think we're gonna. And my mom in her will it said that she wants to have a part. You know, doesn't want
Because
to
my
have like
sister
a big
did say that when
service.
the time
Like he
comes.
was going into all these details.
That's insane.
Yeah,
It is
about
insane.
his, about his own
Insane.
fucking mother. His
I'm
own
completely
mother.
insane.
Wow.
I don't trust the trolls.
What is wrong with you, Kleenex?
I don't trust the trolls, Chad.
What is wrong with you, man?
Try to protect my mother with what little time she has left.
Kleenex, nobody was prank calling your mom. You're lying about that too.
Okay, then why would my sister very innocently say only
Call
calls
your sister. Call your sister right now. Then come on.
I'm not going to do that for you, fuckface. First of all,
Call her.
she's at work.
Call your.
Okay, I will for Kelly. I will for Kelly and let Kelly hear it in
All right,
private.
Kelly's here.
I will for Kelly
Do it
in
for Kelly.
private.
Do it for Kelly, she's
I won't
here.
do it on a
Do
rabbit.
it for her. Do it
Kelly,
for her.
ask him to call his sister.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll do it for her in
Go ahead.
private.
Call. Do it right now. We're waiting.
Kelly will
do it,
send you a
Kelly.
nude picture.
Do it for
of
Kelly.
And you can say that she got
All
some
right, do
calls.
it.
You Kleenex's
Do it.
mom. I'm going to do it
Do it.
now.
Do it.
I'll do it for Kelly. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go dark now that I fucking maxed myself out.
You maxed out on the live.
Yeah, I'm maxed out with the mom.
You gotta
Yeah.
get
How can you
dark,
top
bro.
that? Is there any lie that could top that?
Can't top it.
It's about as low
Maybe
as it
that
can
his
go.
wife died. Would that top it? I don't even think that would top it.
Yeah.
How about that I'm dead?
You could fake your own death. Yeah, you could fake your own death. And
Okay, Chad, I'll come completely clean. I was concerned because of the pictures, and I thought I put out too much information. So before she gets a call going, hey,
So okay. So nobody
I
called.
never got a call, but I thought, my God, it's going to happen. How could I have been so reckless by taking pictures? So as a preventive maintenance, I got to thinking after I got home that this was pretty stupid for me to take pictures of my mother in the room. And as Mike said, it's clearly there's information you could have happened. So I did not get a call. She did not get a call. She has been moved. And I even made up that part. But I was doing that out of fear that somebody would contact her with fucking Chad, because I have had many calls. Have I not had calls, Chad?
Oh my gosh.
Have I not had calls?
No, I don't believe anyone's calling your wife.
Now he's just
I've never had a call threatening my life. Never.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
to my
I did.
knowledge, no.
I did. Multiple
To my
calls.
knowledge, no. I don't believe you got 80. You said you got 186 calls at your work. I don't believe that.
More like
I don't believe that you got 54 voice messages threatening your life. I don't believe your wife got 365 emails and videos sent to her at work. You know, no.
Unfortunately, Kleenex doesn't have a lot.
I don't think you got any of those. I think it's zero.
It's going to be hard to give Kleenex any credibility anymore. Kleenex, the ultimate troll.
Kleenex, why are you laughing?
Because I always use the exaggeration numbers. The calls at work were probably 10. The emails, my wife always said hundreds. I don't even know if there was one, but she always said hundreds. The calls that I got weren't voicemails because I didn't leave voicemails. That was probably 12 or 15 in all reality.
God, why are we
Kleenex? Why can't you just... Kleenex,
Hey, I got a 7-inch dick. I tried to tell everybody I had a 9.5-inch dick.
Kleenex, just admit you didn't get any of those. No calls, no emails, none of that.
The master embellisher.
So I guess the election will be on. We'll do it tonight if you were going to be around, Chad.
Wait,
Yeah, we even
election?
postponed the fucking election out of respect for the passing of your mother.
Wait, so Randall isn't going to be mayor anymore, right?
I don't know why he would
You can run, Brain, if you want. It's open a new election.
Kleenex, why don't you just admit, just come clean and say, okay, I lied about the phone calls and my wife getting emails, okay?
She told me she did, Chad. I've never
People
heard
will respect you more.
She never said voicemail. She said she would pick up and they would talk. And she said she got emails. I asked her a million times to produce the emails. She never did. Well, I was so paranoid that she was going to get calls, Justin, because when I took one picture, it's clearly on the board. You can see her information.
Hey, Kleenex, will you apologize to me?
Kleenex's
You accused me. Those fake calls that you said, that you just admitted never happened. You accused me of being the one making those. You gonna apologize to me for
I
that?
had a paranoia that she would get calls.
I know, but you literally accused me of being the one making these calls that you just now came.
Nobody called the room. Nobody said, "Are you Kleenex's mommy?"
So will you apologize to me for that?
I apologize to you, Chad.
All right, I forgive you.
But my paranoia started setting in yesterday when I was sitting here talking. Oh my God, they're going to start calling the room. I did all these periscopes. I did all these pictures. You think you're innocently posting pictures.
Hey, let's see the deputy sheriff.
It's like, posting pictures at work, and they know exactly the building I'm at.
Kelly's my deputy.
Posting, periscopes at work. They figured out where I worked in 2 minutes. And so I thought, fuck, I must have missed something. So I thought, well, if I say she's passed, nobody will try to, make contact.
I need to get one like that. Get rid of mine.
No, that's preventative. That's preventative line, isn't it?
There, if I could get something for $2.99.
Hey, Brian Peterson, isn't that preventative line?
You know what you do? Okay, first of all, Kleenex, I don't believe that's why you made up your mom dying. Okay? But I'm saying even if that were the reason why you did it, which I don't believe to be the case, what you would have done is said they transferred her to a different hospital other than what's in the picture. You don't say she actually died and make up a story about how she suffered and had a heart attack while talking to your sister.
I'm a closer, Chad. Attention in the details.
Yeah, but you didn't close.
Do you really think I would be on the internet if my mother passed away? Chad?
Kleenex, the truth is, a lot of people in the back of their mind were already wondering, having doubts as to whether she really did pass.
Well,
we were giving you the benefit of that doubt, Kleenex.
Let me just predict the future. When she does pass, I won't be on the internet talking about it. I won't.
Shit, your Amazon.
Yeah, Cum Dumpster just made a point. Kleenex, you didn't even know the info was visible until Mike Koff told you 20 minutes ago, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, but I also knew that I periscoped the hospital. I don't know if people know the names. I took pictures in the hospital room.
You just never lie. You never stop lying.
Hey, my mother loves me.
Does she?
Pathological.
Yes,
Would she love you if she knew that you just faked her death?
She wouldn't care. She'd actually find it funny.
She would?
Yeah.
You should tell her then. Call her. Let her know.
His mom.
Make your mom's
Dad.
day. Call her up. Make her happy.
Sick.
Make her laugh. Tell her. Say, hey, Mom, I just faked your death.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't be on it. When she actually goes, I'm not going to be on the internet. And all the details, Chad, what I'm trying to get you to understand, my mom told me, like in 2008, that she does not want a funeral. She doesn't want any services. She will be cremated. Then my sister went into full details that she said it repeatedly, that it's in the will. And so I was asking my sister, I says, well, what are we going to do? Are we still going to like have a service of some kind? She goes, yeah. But, you know, since there's not a body to be, you know, for viewing, she goes, you know, she will be cremated, so there'll be no rush for the service.
Kleenex, you made up a story. You made up a story that your mother suffered, man.
She has been suffering for fucking months
when
and
you
years.
If you're going to fake your mom's death, why is it necessary to make her suffer?
Because she has been suffering, Chad.
Then don't you? If you really loved your mom, then you would say, you know what? She passed away peacefully in her sleep.
So Kelly says it's better this way. Trust me, it will be over soon.
Yeah, it is better. It is better that you came clean rather than like people finding out, you know, that you made it.
Because I think, you know, the thing is, I am going to move to Florida and get to know Sonny. I don't give a fuck about you, Chad. I'm never going to meet you. You know? And I got to thinking about how mad I am about Miss A telling me she's going to be fucking bedridden and probably die within a year, and she's running around going to fucking seeing concerts. You know? Talk about getting played. Talk about getting played.
She told you she's going to be bedridden?
The way she was talking when she was here, she'd be lucky not to be completely, you know, bedridden within 6 months because of the MS. I cried over it, dude.
You cried over it?
Poodle dog and cried when she said to tell me how bad her condition's coming.
You cried over it?
I literally cried right in front of her in fucking the Poodle Dog in Fife, Washington. And here it is almost, 6, 7 months later, and she's fucking walking around without a cane going to concerts?
How do you know How do you know she's walking around without a cane going to concerts?
Because I've seen her on Periscope. She's fine.
Oh. Okay.
You know, and I was happy that she was doing well, but I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Why don't you DM me or call me and say, hey, had more tests, things are getting better, it's not as bad as I thought, you know, my health's improving. I mean, she was like leaving me like, you know, her days are numbered.
So how does that make you feel?
Because we met in real life.
It makes you upset, right?
Yeah.
Now think about how you made us feel.
I haven't met any of you people in real life. The only plans I have is Kelly and her son. I don't plan on I may meet John M someday, but I have no plans on meeting anybody else. I won't ever meet EJ or Gonzo or fucking Doug or you or Cum Dumpster, all these idiots. As much as you guys want me to go down there and, you know, play tiddlywinks with fucking stupid Corey.
Why would you not meet Cum Dumpster?
Because I think Cum Dumpster is John Stamos. I really do. Well, it feels good to think that it's, you know, somebody like that. Maybe it's Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know. Hey, now, if this ends up on the Kimmel show or on the Howard Stern show, then I'll be impressed. So why doesn't somebody call the Stern show and say what I did on the fucking internet?
Hey, what do you think your brother would say if he knew about this? Would he be upset or would he laugh?
Oh, my brother would fucking lose his shit.
He would?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Why? What would he say to you?
Because we want her to make it through all this so bad.
So what would he say? No, seriously. Let's say your brother was one of these bunnies or in here and he heard this. What would he say to you?
Oh, he'd fucking lose it.
What would he say? I want you to put it into words. What do you think he would say? You
I'm
know
not
your brother.
I'm not giving you anything to record to send to my brother.
I'm not gonna. I
don't trust you, man. You got my brother's fucking name. You got his Facebook. You'll send it to him.
Kleenex. The only reason I'm asking you is
I don't trust you, fucking troll.
I want you to think about what your brother would say.
Somebody like you would start calling my mother if you want to know the truth. You're the motherfucker that's got people putting signs on my house. You're the motherfucker that's got pictures of me and where I live. Why the fuck would I think you wouldn't call my mother in the hospital? Why?
Come on, Kleenex.
Give me one fucking reason why I wouldn't believe that you or Elisa are capable of calling my mother with drama. Why? Why would I?
Now you think Elisa's doing it?
It's jumping in my head now that I'm home thinking about all this.
Kleenex.
Why would I not?
Kleenex. Why would Kleenex?
Both of you called the cops. Both of you've reached out to my family. What would keep you from doing it again?
What are you talking about?
She reached out and spoke to my wife. She spoke to my best friend.
When you were suicidal.
My mother.
That's when you were about to kill yourself, Kleenex.
Yeah. Was it going to keep me alive?
It did. You've already thanked her. You said it did save your life.
I'll tell you what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to end up committing suicide on fucking camera, and you are all going to fucking see it. How about that, Chad?
Stop.
How about I fake my own death, a fake hanging, and you convince, and you can fuck. I'll even get Seattle Times articles about it. Federal Way Mercury Mirror will have an article about 56-year-old man hangs himself in garage. You want me to pull that off? I will.
Kleenex, just stop. Don't even talk about suicide. Come on. Kelly's right. That's not funny.
You fucking sit there and knew it was who Claire Sider was, and you called me a fucking idiot for over a year about it, and you knew it was her. You're the only one she answered on fucking Twitter under her main account. Why, Chad? Why? And then she says,
no comments.
I'm trolling him. I'm trying to get his information so I can find him. Well, I'm like, why are you answering him over on Natalie Main's account? She's like, shh. She writes in a DM, shh. You know, I'm going to see if I can get his information and find out where he is. I'm reeling him in. Word for word is what she DM'd me. All the other people, Reggie DM'd her, wrote to her Twitter. I did, Tricep. 10 people must have fucking tweeted her. She never answered anybody. She answered you. And yes, Natalie Mays, if you look at her Twitter feed, she answers a lot of her people that follow her. But she answered you, dude. You're the only one in the community she answered. Why, Chad? You get approached by a reporter about her using a Claire Sider ghost account for display her negative attitude. Have you noticed how that she doesn't tweet and Claire Sider anymore about Trump? She constantly.
I know. I noticed.
Now on Natalie Maines.
Yeah, I noticed.
Why does she have to use her Claire Sider? She knows that she's in L.A. and Hollywood, that she's already with the 99% of the Hollywood crowd that hate this prick. She can, now in her true identity, talk shit about him. She doesn't need to use Claire Sider anymore.
She blocked you, Jeb? Natalie Maines did? Blocked you? That's funny.
She hasn't talked to me since before I went. Now she's completely dark with me. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody told her some shit is why she stopped talking to me, because I always thought she was okay with, the few things that I talked about, but I think maybe in the last few months I must have mentioned something she really didn't appreciate.
What do you think Natalie Maines would say if she knew that you lied about your mom dying?
Oh, she would be livid.
Well, she's going to find out.
Well, I don't think she would like it. I don't think she would like it. But she probably wouldn't be surprised. I think if she was to even answer it, she goes, this doesn't really surprise me. She would probably say something like, I'm very disappointed but not surprised. Pretty much like what Tricep said, Not really surprised. Why are you always eating on mic?
Well, you can hear that?
Okay, you hear that? Come on, dude. The thing is, Chad, I'm never going to dislike you because
every time I call you out, it's for good reason.
Yes, it is. I'm not like Jeff or all these idiots where you call me out on the truth. Like, I really didn't want to say that I wasn't in Japan, and then I came clean. I really didn't want to admit the fact that I did it again and didn't go to Britain. But I kept listening to you, knowing that I wasn't there. I'm like, yeah, these are 2 trips that got canceled. Yeah, you said you're there because you're so angry that you didn't get to go, but Chad has already figured out you didn't go. You figured out I wasn't going to a dealership. So I said, yeah, I'm in home. I'm trying to sell classic cars on the phone. And you're like, see, I know you're not PlayStation, so you're not going to a job.
You lied about your mom, man. Your own mom.
I I lied about my mom, and then I'm going, okay, that day is the icing on the cake. But after, just talking today, I'm like, people already know. Chad's probably suspicious because there's no obituaries, there's nothing, no activity on
Facebook. That's why I wanted to read her obituary just because, you talk about your mom
I
all the
can't take
time.
a week,
Like
10
we
days
know,
for it to come out.
we know. Listen, I feel like I know everyone in your family because you talk about them so goddamn much, and so I was really curious just to read her obituary and see what it would say about her life. Okay, and see if there would be any mentions of things that you've met that we've heard you talk about. And so I went on your Facebook trying to find, I wanted to find the obituary. And there was nothing. There's nothing on your Facebook, and there was nothing on your brother. So then I went to your brothers. There's nothing, no mention. Went to your sisters, nothing, no mention. Went to your other sisters. At least I think they were your sisters,
Yeah.
And that's why I started posting those pictures, because I wanted to see if you would say, oh, yeah, that's my sister's account, which you did. So I'm like, okay, so I'm at the right accounts. Funny, there's no mention of their own mother passing away, and they're active on their accounts. Like they just tweeted like yesterday,
Right.
But they didn't say anything about. I mean, not tweeted, but posted just
Right.
yesterday, and there's no mention of their own mother dying. So I'm like, wait a second, is he lying about this?
There's no going back, and there's no reasoning other than I was very paranoid that now she's better. She's getting taken to a new facility, and I got really paranoid that she's.
You're an asshole, man.
Yeah, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole.
You seriously, I mean, you lied about your mom, dude.
Yeah.
And you made her suffer. You made her suffer in your life.
Been suffering, dude.
But why?
Tremendously.
But why lie? Why lie and make her suffer more in the lie?
So you're going to now contact her that I did this?
No, of course I'm not going to Kleenex.
Is somebody now going to contact? Hey, your son said you died yesterday.
No, I hope no one does. I hope no one does that.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
I hope no one does that.
But it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't be surprise me that you're behind it.
No, shut up, man. I hope no one. I mean, look, I don't want that to happen, but I don't know. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this because it'll encourage people.
PS4?
I don't want to say this because it'll almost come across as if I'm encouraging people, and I want to make it clear I'm not encouraging people to do this. But I almost want your brother, not your mother, because I think it would break her heart, but I almost want your brother or just one of your siblings to know what you did, just so they could yell at you, because you'll listen to them. You won't listen to us, Like I want your brother to give you a tongue lashing and say, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Why would you say that about our mom? And make you feel bad and reflect on, how horrible it was for you to do that.
That's pretty fucked up that you would even encourage somebody to do that.
No, Kleenex, I just said I don't want, look, I'm making it clear to the room right now. Nobody,
so why would you even bring it up then? I mean, you're saying bring it up, but then you bring it up. You're planting the seed, Doug.
I'm making it clear I don't want people to do that.
You're planting the seed by talking about it, you prick.
Well, look, okay, listen, let me rephrase that. Chris, I want you to come clean to your brother yourself, and I want him to yell at you. Okay, there you go. That's what I should have said. That's what I mean.
Well, you're reaching. You're all over the place. Chris, admit you never went to the wedding that one weekend.
Yeah, he didn't. We already busted him on that one, Doug. He was in front of the Starbucks with the green checkered thing. That's the Starbucks in Federal Way.
I've been taking fake trips for forever. Fake wedding, fake best man.
Kleenex, I want you to call your brother and confess what you did.
No, man, because they don't know about this shit.
I want you to confess.
No, because they don't know about this shit.
But you need to tell them.
Chad, you're not going to get into that deep, okay? I appreciate the community.
I'm saying you need to look. There needs to be There needs to be a punishment.
The punishment is that I'm having to now tell the community that I lied yesterday.
Yeah, but you don't feel bad. There's no remorse.
Yeah, I do
There's
feel
no
bad.
guilt. No, you don't.
I mean, there's little people like Mike Koff, I think, generally were concerned. I think Tricep is generally concerned and for the loss. And start thinking about the few DMs I got. I got like 6 DMs, and then for me to say she passed is kind of fucked up. I tell you what, I'll call my brother when Tricep gets on live camera.
You're bad, Kleenex.
So what do you want to do? Want to crucify me?
No. I mean, no. I still love you, but
No, you don't.
just disappointed.
Oh, well. You know, there's my mother does have a saying I've heard a million times. You'll get glad in the same shoes you got mad in.
You know what? Maybe I should. I'm going to call your brother.
Same
I'm going
shoes
to call
you
your
got.
brother right now.
If you call my brother, dude, I will press charges.
What? For what?
I will. For stalking.
Kleenex, I'm kidding. I'm not calling you. I don't even know your brother's phone number. I mean,
You know, it's
come on.
pretty tough to find my brother because he has...
I'm not calling your brother. It was Kleenex, relax.
Nothing's in his name. I've never said his wife's name. You cannot contact him in Europe. There's nothing in his name. There's nothing in... Well, there might
Kleenex.
be a phone in his name. I take that back. There might be a cell phone.
Relax.
But you know what? If you ever call my brother, I will find you. I will hunt you down, and I will fucking tickle you till you shit and piss yourself.
Kleenex, I'm not calling your brother.
I won't kill you, but I will find you and tickle you till you piss and shit in your pants.
All right.
I'll get my 311-pound ass on top of you.
I'm not going to call your brother, but I'm just going to message him a copy of the video of you saying all this on Facebook.
But see, Chad, that should speak to you that I'm that worried that something bad would happen when I've been careless.
By the way, I'm kidding.
But I'm also feeling that much remorse that I am saying something that's this big, you know? So why can't you accept it to that? I didn't let it go for weeks and weeks and weeks and months. And, oh, yeah, how was the funeral? How was that? You know, within less than 12 hours, I came clean, dude.
I'm not going to call your brother, Kleenex. I'm just going to take a copy. I'm just going to send him a copy of the video of you telling the story of your mother dying.
You lied about your mother died. It affects nobody here in real life. Exactly.
I'm kidding.
Thank you very much.
Kleenex, I'm not contacting your brother, okay? But I do wish you would just come clean to someone that would yell at you that you would actually listen to them.
All right, let's do this. Because when I was down in the basement and you were telling me that I look like a lesbian, and Jeff from Austin was telling me to take off my wife beater, my brother heard me talk. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I've been talking to these people for a couple years on the internet." So he knows that I talk to people on the internet. So let's go ahead and call my brother, because he knows enough that I will call him.
All right, call him.
Hello?
So did she get moved okay? Everything go smooth?
Yeah,
So how's she doing?
she's doing good.
Doing real good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you there, or have you been by?
Yeah, I've been by there every day.
Okay. So all right. So is she able to get up? Is she getting up and everything?
Yeah, she's getting up and she's doing PT. And she's getting 3 meals a day.
So she's eating now.
Uh-huh.
So she's really improved.
Well, not crazy improvement, but, you know, I mean, she's getting better. I think she's getting better every day.
Okay.
That's the plan anyway.
All right. So are you there now, or are you just out and about?
No, I got one and
Kleenex, come clean. Tell her what you did.
took the kids over there earlier today.
Tell your sister what you did.
Text me the direct number, so I can call her. She have a direct line in the room?
Yeah?
Okay.
Kleenex, tell her what
So
you
she's
did.
feeling a lot better. I wanted to call her because I wasn't sure how the move was.
Tell her what you did, Kleenex.
It wasn't that big of a deal. She just had to have that PIC line put in, which was a big ordeal. But
Well, it was so touch and go there all last week. I just was wondering if a move was going to set her off again.
no, she was anxious to get over there.
Oh, you can't hear me?
It's a wonderful place, and she keeps raving about how nice everybody is and everything, so she's happy to be there.
Okay.
And she's doing good. Today when we stopped by there, Owen and Mila and I,
Okay.
Mom was asleep in the recliner with her mouth hanging wide open.
Oh, so she's even strong enough to get back up in a chair? Like a recliner?
Yeah, she's sitting up and you know, they're helping her to the bathroom.
And when she goes to the dining room, they put her in a wheelchair. In fact, yesterday I took her down there in a wheelchair.
So is the sepsis over now or what?
Oh, she's got like 6 weeks. It's, you know. I know. I just thought that would feel good on you. What does it?
What about her heart rate and all that, her other vitals?
I don't know. She's not on a monitor.
Okay. All right. Well, text me the number and I'll call her. So what is it best to call earlier or later or what? What do you think?
I can call her right now.
Okay. Go ahead and text it to me and I'll call her.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
God, you guys are such trolls, man.
Why didn't you tell her what you did, Kleenex?
Like I'm really. Why don't you read what Tricep wrote? I knew I was on mic. I was purposely.
You would have
having the
felt
mic
better,
on.
Kleenex, if you would have just come clean
Oh,
to your
fuck
sister.
you, badass. I knew
You
I was
would've
on
told her
mic.
what
I
you
never
did.
tried to say I didn't know I was on mic.
Why didn't you tell her what you did?
Because it's irrelevant. Internet's not real life, Chad.
Mm.
There is a separation between real life and the internet, Chad. You got it?
Should have told her what you did.
Yeah, well, I didn't do anything in real life. I did something on the internet.
You made up a story to people that your mother died.
Yeah, that's the internet, Chad. It's not real life.
So you don't feel any guilt.
No, I just let my paranoia run away with me that somebody was going to reach out and try to contact her.
That's not why you did it.
That's exactly why I did it. I thought I was innocent enough to take a picture of myself out the window. Fucking 10 people knew where the fuck I
You
worked.
didn't even know. You didn't even know about that. Quit sticking with that story. You didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I did. 'Cause
No, you didn't.
immediately, Clear Cider DM'd me the location of my office.
No, I'm talking about the hospital picture.
I knew that I was outside the hospital. What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
What? I'm listening.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking to
I
Chad.
texted Kelly and said I wasn't going to talk anymore. Kelly said I wasn't going to talk. I would have, because I could never think about saying that kind of thing about my parents. And for you to sit there and say that this isn't real life, there was people really worried about you. So
Yes.
I will argue
Exactly.
with it. And look, don't listen to Chad if you don't want to. All right, this is the only time I'm going to talk about this, because Chad can instigate sometimes. Yes, I know, but I'm being truthful in this. I text Kelly and said I was so upset about this, because I really was, because I could never say that about my parents. Because I know people that have lost their parents and would never talk about them like that. And so to sit there and say, well, you know, that this is just the internet, there was people that actually really cared. So I'm just telling you that don't think that people weren't caring about this and to brush it off. I don't think it was a laughing matter. That's it. I'm
I
done
don't think
talking
it's
about it.
fun.
Very well said, Nicole. Unfortunately, it's probably going to fall on deaf ears. Kleenex won't understand anything that was just said to him. He doesn't feel bad about it.
I do feel bad about it.
So you
but
hear
I
that,
also-
Nicole was so distraught over her hearing that your mother had passed, and she wasn't the only one, Chris.
That I'm not so sure about.
So you don't care what you did to the community, all these people
Then
who actually
shun me.
care about you.
Then shun me, Chad.
Mm.
Chad, are your parents alive? Chad, are your parents alive? Exactly. Dead silence. Exactly, Tricep. People are mad that my mom is not dead, sick. They should be happy he lied that she is alive. I know, exactly, Tricep. Tricep. Instead of it being good news, it's that they're mad at me for lying. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Tricep. Tricep's a smart guy. He's brought, Lori with all her problems to tears so many times we can't count. We got guys talking about killing white people and racist comments on and on and on. We got people laughing about, every goddamn disgusting fucking thing there is on the planet. But, now all of a sudden I've broken the cardinal rule of all this fucking viciousness. And and then they're going to compare it to my dog dying. Yeah, actually, my mom would probably find it funny. I may make a call and sorry, yeah, I got a bunch of people on the internet. I was talking about being there. It was touch and go, and I was getting so upset about possibly people trying to reach out and touch you that I said you passed, so they would shut up about it. And then I came back a day later. I would be really interested to see how she'd react. That may be a call I might have to make. Anyway, I don't give a fuck anymore. I really don't. I'm not going to have Chad, the invisible, justify anything when you're invisible. Hello.
Hey, Mark.
How you doing?
Hey, Mark.
About the internet.
Mark, did you heard Kleenex's mom died yesterday?
I was there and was, my mom was
Yeah, he told us yesterday his mom died.
Concerned because I
guess what he told us today.
Information that
he lied about it.
Mom's room. I was getting really paranoid, so I told him that they passed away, and then there's a couple of people I know a little bit better. So I said, "No, she didn't die."
Mark, he lied to all of us. Made up a story about his own mother dying.
What do you think about that?
Mark, I'm sure you have some thoughts on this.
No, I told the room, the lobby that I told you I've been going to for 2 years.
Who's he talking
Because
to?
I was getting real paranoid about somebody trying to reach out and contact her. That she might get some calls when she's in this horrible condition. So I just told them that she passed away yesterday, and I was talking to a couple more that I didn't want them to think she passed because they were really concerned that she passed. I said, no, she's getting better. So is that a horrible, horrible thing that I did? Tell a bunch of internet trolls that she passed?
You said it wrong. She could live 6 days or she could live 6 months. That's what I told people if they want to know how your mother lives.
Yeah, she could live 6 days or 6 hours or 6 minutes.
For 6 months.
Or 6 months.
That sounds like a really dumb thing to do, Chris, but nobody's contacted mom saying, we hear you passed.
Yeah.
Your son said so.
Right.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's just the fucking internet.
So what are you up to?